Hey guys, it is Saturday here in West Virginia, and I know yesterday during our Free It Friday video, I said I wasn't sure if I would be back over the weekend or not. We didn't really find anything new at all. We went to Walmart yesterday evening, didn't find nothing. Went to a couple dollar stores locally, didn't find nothing, except for some L-Case stuff, but nothing that big, nothing that exciting. I may or may not do a video on the L-Case stuff. I should have got more of the cars. I only hand-picked a few. I missed, I think it was like 5 L-Cases last week. They dumped them, and I missed out on all of them. And then today they had a fresh L-Case they had just put out. But no Bugatti Super. But I did get the regular Treasure Hunt Honda S800 and the Ferraris and the pink Porsches and the white Vipers. But I think that's all I picked up. So it's really not that big of a deal to make a video on. So anyways, what we're making a video on today though is my wheel swapped lowered M2 Dodge trucks. And I know I've done videos on the Slam trucks before and things like that, but I never really took time to focus on just my wheel swaps. And I've got some really nice looking wheel swaps that I've done, and these are easy to do. They don't have any exotic 3D printed wheels. They don't have any billets, metal, alloy wheels, nothing like that. These are all how can I say it, like box stock wheels. That means like they are wheels that come off of cars that you can buy at Walmart or the dollar store or something, and a lot of them are just M2 wheels, just they look really good on certain vehicles, and sometimes they don't. So I done quite a few of them over the past 2 years since this casting was released. I have 14 slammed ones here that have wheel swaps and one 2-wheel drive. And I think that's the only 2-wheel drive that I have that I made a custom of. It's this one here. It is the Midnight Express, because this truck deserved to have a stock release. And I don't know what got on the door. I don't think it's glue. I just think it's something where the tampo or the paint was messed up from the factory. But anyways, this is a really, really nice truck. And as I said, I wanted to see it stock so I would have something to take pictures with my Little Red Express and such. So it looks really good sitting next to it and the Warlock. I just need to find some better wheels for the Warlock that look more factory, because they have those gold ones. They look factory, but they're undetailed. The holes aren't cut in them or anything like that, so it's not the greatest looking wheel. So I need to update the wheels on the Warlock. But yeah, I think this turned out great, and all it was a simple base swap with, I think, another definitely M2, and I think it was another step side, like the Coca-Cola step side or something like that. Now, the other one that I have that comes from M2 on a slam base, I kept it on a slam base, but I swapped the wheels on it. Now, this is a little different. This is the BBS style honeycomb wheels from a Grand National GNX. But they suit this truck pretty well, in my opinion. They don't look too bad on it at all. And these are from M2, and they came off of, I think it was the Valentine's Day Grand National. And then another one that I had. This is just a total makeover. This truck was a 4x4 Hobby Lobby exclusive, and I put it on a slam base and took out the roll bar, took out the brush guard, and put it on a slam base with the black turbine vector style wheels. And it looks really good. I like the way it turned out. It looks like a stock truck from M2. Then another one here that is just really came out well, in my opinion. These are IROC style wheels from the OBS truck. I think this is also from the Valentine's OBS truck. I'm not 100% sure on that, but they definitely came off an OBS M2 truck. And they are the large diameter IROC wheels, but they just really suit this truck well with the red and white two-tone paint, and it just gives it a whole different look. Looks really, really nice like this. The next one is nothing special. It is the pick 'em up truck. These are usually 4x4. And the reason this one looks like this, and I put the chrome turbines on it, is because the 4x4 version of it has turbines. And that is the first 4x4 truck, 4x4 Dodge truck that had the turbines on it from M2. Now, since then, I think they did one more. I may be wrong about that. They may have not done any more with that style wheel, but I just wanted them to match. That's why I did that. Now, I have all the other pick 'em ups that they have released on slam bases too. It's just a thing I do with the pick 'em up model. I have this regular 4x4, and then I put another one on a slam base. This guy here is sitting on gold wire spoke Dayton style wheels from a cartooned square body, I think. But anyways, these wheels are really hard to get off the axles, and they also take a lot of effort to get them to fit on an M2 because the back of the wheel has a really big I guess I would call it spacer, female end on it, that the axle slides into to make up for that empty space on a cartoon vehicle. Well, on the M2s, we don't have that, so we have to grind most of it down. And I found a Nell file is slow, but it works the best because it does not get too hot and start melting the wheel. And then these wheels do have white walls. Usually I flipped it over to give it a black wall look. I just think the black walls look good with this candy magenta with the gold wire spoke wheels. This would be a really cool truck if I could find a Chase and not have to pay Chase price and pay retail price, where it has all gold trim, and pop the gold bumpers and the gold grill off and put on this truck. That would look really sweet. Someday, maybe, if I ever find a Chase in the wild. This pick 'em up truck is sitting on a set of Pro Touring style wheels. They're wide like Pro Street wheels, but the diameter is big, like a modern day muscle car or something, kind of like a Pro Street Pro Touring look. And these wheels, I think, came off of a CUDA, the 70 CUDA Rapid Transit, the purple and yellow one. So I put the wheels on this guy, and once again, these are supposed to be 4-wheel drive. So it's cool to have like the slam version counterpart to the 4-wheel drive. Now, the last pick 'em up that they have made, there's 4 of them out there. Actually, the last was the brown one, but this is the second release of it. This truck is sitting on some Stilly style Pro Touring wheels. They're made to look like factory stock steel rims with a dog dish cap, and the back ones are super wide. Fronts are a little bit skinny, and these came off of a square body utility truck, and they just fit this truck very, very well. It looks awesome with these wheels on it. And that's what I mean. If you guys just look around at other M2 vehicles, M2 makes some sweet wheels. They really do. And if you find like a car, it's not really a desirable car, but the wheels look really good, then it's a good wheel donor. And it's easier than ordering wheels and then get them and they don't fit right, something like that. So moving along, here's another lowrider truck. This has the cartoon wheels on it, but I left the white wall. And it rolls nice, but once again, heavily modified backside of the wheel. And sometimes when you mod it that far down, the axle isn't going very far. So you do have to add some super glue to get the axle to stay in the wheel. Sometimes the vehicle has a wide enough track where the body will keep the wheel on the axle, but sometimes that interferes with the rolling, so it's best to glue them. And then one of my favorite customs I did, because I got an extra for free, because when they sent me the truck and I opened it, it had a flawed paint job. It looked bad. So they just told me to hold the set, keep the set, and they'll send me another one. So I ended up taking the truck apart, and I ended up putting a slam base on it, because this is a 4x4 and it had all black trim on it. I ended up swapping out all the bumpers, the grill for chrome trim, and put a blower motor in it and put Pro Street style wheels and tires on it, and made my first Pro Street Dodge truck. And the reason I say first, because I did make another one, and that is this guy here. This is the mellow yellow one, where I've removed all the mellow yellow stripes, and I ended up putting some wide Pro Street style centerline wheels and some skinnies in the front to just have another like modern Pro Street. This one's got the Hellcat style engine in it, I think. Oh, I don't even think I can get the hood open right now. But anyways, it's my modern style Pro Street with a modern Hellcat engine. And this guy's old school with the blower motor. It's not really, I think, a Hemi. So I'll just say it's like a 440 with a blower, something like that. And this guy here is one of my favorite releases from M2 of the Dodge truck in two-wheel drive, because the stripes down to even the hood striping is from a 71 Duster, and it looks awesome. The hood with the strobe stripe in the middle of the blacked out sides with the 440 wedge sticker going caddy corner diagonal is exactly how the Duster was. And the Duster had this exact same size stripe with the engine size under the stripe, but on a Duster from the factory it would have been 340 because they never had a 440. But somebody could have modded their car, and they do make aftermarket stripes that look totally stock, except it changes the engine size. And then the rear tailgate even has the rear tail panel stripe of the Duster. So it's really cool. I know it says Dodge. Duster was Plymouth, but still yet, it looks fantastic. So very, very cool truck. And I ended up taking off the Chrome 5 slots and putting something a little more appealing, in my opinion. The Chrome 5-spoke IROCs that are staggered a little bit. And it looks really good, in my opinion. And now, last but not least, is... Well, actually, we got two more. Sorry. This is the latest one that I've done. And this one looks killer with Auto World wheels. These are from an Auto World wide-body Challenger. I ended up getting an extra Challenger because the paint was not really messed up. It was scuffed up a little bit, but I was able to rub off the scuffs on the matte black billboard stripe. And anyways, I got a black one too, and I was like, well, the black one would look good with black wheels. So I took the silver wheels off of it, put the black wheels from the one that had the so-so paint on it, and it looked pretty good. We did the unboxing on those last week sometime, or no, it was actually, I think, earlier this week, something like that. But anyways, these gray centered ones came from the black car. I was going to put them on the silver Challenger, and I did, but I ended up taking them off and putting them on this truck. That way they could, I don't know, you could see them a little better than the black centered. The wheels are exactly the same, the black centered or gray centered. I just think the gray centered, I don't know, suits the truck a little better than the black center. But then again, I may end up changing it back. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, the last one now, guys, is this guy here. This is what I've nicknamed the Dragon Wagon. Not the dragon that breathes fire, but dragging the ground, like scraping the ground. This is a power wagon, the Macho Power Wagon, from a Christmas ornament, from the Christmas ornament set from Walmart. I ended up getting a few of these sets, so I have extras. I've sold most of the extra ones, but I had one red extra one, and I ended up slamming it with a slam base. And it looks pretty cool, with the roll bar in it, and still the Power Wagon, Macho Power Wagon stripe kit and stuff, so then I can nickname it the Dragon Wagon. So that's it. A look at all my wheel swapped M2 lowered trucks. I do have quite a few modded 4x4 trucks too. Base swapped ones and tampo removals, things like that. One day I'll bring those out. I had these out today for a pick opportunity, so I figured out what the hell, I'll make a video on them. But now we won't be back until Monday for our Mopar Monday. Be sure to turn on your notification bell so you know when we do drop a new video, and also give us a thumbs up. It will help us move up in the algorithm and make it easier for people to find us, and our channel can grow. And I do appreciate each and every one of you and your support. Thanks for watching, guys.